What's up guys, Alex here, GuitarForce.com. So in today's lesson we're going to take a look at a song called Holocaust by Savatage, and this was requested and supported by Donnie, so big thanks goes out to him for the support. In this lesson we're going to take a look at the rhythm guitar parts only, and we got just a few riffs going on here. Pretty cool riffs, nothing too complicated, pretty straightforward. And I'm going to provide you with the tabs if you're going to need them. You can find the link in the description box down below, or you can visit GuitarForce.com and check out the tab section there as well. I have to apologize for the guitar. It doesn't look very clean. I realized after I've recorded the song that it actually looks dirtier on the screen than it is in reality, but it's been a while since I used this guitar, so it stayed on the shelf and I didn't use it that much, and I had to record quickly, so I just pulled it out and recorded. But I'm going to take it I'm going to clean it basically after this lesson, and once again I apologize for that. Alright, as far as the sound, I was using the VST plugin Guitar Rig as usual, and I'm going to show you the picture of the preset that I was using for this lesson. And the tuning for this song, we're going to be in D standard, so it's a whole step down on all the strings. And while you are checking out the picture of the preset, I'm going to play you my low E string, which is D, so you can tune up and play along with this lesson. Alright, so we're going to break up the song into parts. We're going to start off with the intro. First I'm going to play it through, then we're going to break it down. So it goes like this. Alright, so here we're going to be alternating power chords, two power chords, the F and the E, with the low E string open, palm usage. So the very first time what we do is, first of all, the riff starts off on the off beat. So we have 1, 2, and, so on the 2 and we start playing the chords. So the first two chords we have for quarter notes. So the F power chord 2 times, then we go to the E, we hit the chord, we let it ring out. The very first time we let it ring out for 2.5 beats, and then we hit the chord again, and then we alternate that with the low E string open, then the chord again, then one more time, 2 times the low E string open. So we have this. And then we start again the riff from the beginning. So again, 2 F power chords, go into the E, and now here we go right into, we let the chord ring out, but then we start playing the chord again. So the chord and then alternating with the low E. So in the end we hit the chord 2 times without the low E's in between. And then we have 2 low E's, and then we start the riff again from the F power chord. So it's a little bit complicated to explain in words. The best way is just to listen carefully. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the whole intro one more time. You can see all of the notes, the chords, and the rest in the tablature. So just slowly, the intro goes like this. Alright, so after this part we go right into the main riff of the song, which is also being played during the chorus, and it goes like this. Alright, so here we have two alternate endings of the same figure. So it starts off with this part, which is played on the low E string. So we have open, you let it ring out the note, or you can pick it 2 times. And then we have open to open. Then we have 2, 3, 2 open. And then first fret to the open. So all together. Alright, so that's one part, and then the first ending we have. So here we're using octaves, again starting off with the F octave. So instead of playing the whole chord, just playing the octaves. So we pick it the first octave here, then we have. So again, picking the F, sliding up to the G, going back to F, and then to the E. Like that. Then we go to the first part of the riff again. And then we have. So here, just like in the intro, we play the 2 chords. The F, we play 2 times, going to the E. And then the whole thing starts all over again. Now, a couple of side notes here. So whenever you're playing the first part of the riff, so you alternate the open with the palm mute, some of the notes. And another thing is sometimes the guitar player is playing, when he plays the open low E string, instead of playing an 8th note, he would play it as 2 16th notes. So right here, for example, this is the first place where he plays it. Like that, and the second is before playing the first note, the first fret. Okay, so he varies it. It's not any particular order that he does that. You know, so you can do the same thing. You can alternate, you know, 8th notes and 16th notes, 2 16th notes whenever you want to, and in places that you want to. You can do it. You know, in both places as well. Something like that, you know. Alright, moving on, now we go into the verses, and during the verses we just have a chord progression. So it starts off with. So that's the chord progression during the verses. So it starts off with, first of all, with the low E power chord, but then quickly goes to this position right here. So lets the chord ring out. Then we go to the G chord. You can hit it a couple of times. Again, just let it ring out. Then we pick it again. Again, low E power chord, and then back to the position of the here and at the 7th fret. And then he adds the like a sus4, that note on the B string, to give it a different effect to the chord. Then we have. So we go to the A power chord. And then we go to the G, but before that, just quickly hitting like a gallop figure 2 16th notes on the low E string. Let it ring out, and then we go back to the main riff of the song. So one more time, the chord progression during the verses goes like this. Alright, so right after the first verse we go into the first chorus, which is the main riff of the song, like I mentioned before. And then it comes down to the structure of the song. So after that we play the second verse and second chorus, exact same parts. And then after that we have the next section, which is like a bridge section, and we have some melody guitar going on there, and then it's followed by a couple of riffs. So first I'm going to play it through, then we're going to break it down. So it goes like this. Alright, so here we have the first part, melody. So it goes like this. You can see it in the tablature. I'm not going to be explaining note for note. So basically we have that part, and then we simply take the same notes and we shift them down 2 frets. So the first one we played in E. Then we move down to the D. Then we go back to the E again. And then it's followed by this riff. So here we're just staying on the C power chord, and we play a gallop figure. And every second time we hit the whole chord. So we have the note, the bass note, then we hit the chord. Then we have the gallop figure again, just staying on the C note, and then again the chord. So then we go to the B power chord, hit it, let it ring out, and then we go into this part where we have just the E power chord with the low E string open, and it's followed, so played for a few times, 3 or 4 times I think. Yeah, 4 times, with the rest in between, and then we have just these octaves, G, F sharp, E, as an ending. And then we continue with the rest of the song. Now, just getting back to the melody first, so keep in mind that there are 2 guitars going on there. So the first guitar is playing on the lower register, and we have the second guitar which is playing the exact same notes but an octave higher, so it's going to be here. Okay, so on the G, 9 fret, and on the B we have 12, 10, and 9. And then for the D, same thing, we just simply move down 2 frets. Like that. You can play both, or the whole octave on one guitar, but it's going to be a little bit harder to do. So you'll just have to shift a little bit faster. But you can do it, both of the melodies playing on one guitar. So that is that, and the rest for both of guitars is exactly the same. So the riff, and so on and so forth. So that is the bridge section. Alright, so these are pretty much all of the parts during the song. Like I said, the structure is pretty straightforward. I'm sure you're going to be able to figure out and put all of the riffs together. Couple of things just to mention. During the solo, the rhythm guitar is just playing these 3 chords just like in the intro. So F, 2 times going to the E. Then we have a rest. The solo guitar is playing, and then again. So we do it for 4 times, and then the second part of the solo, they include this part of the riff. Okay, so just playing that part. with the chords. And that's the second part of the solo. After that, again, same thing, we have the verse, the chorus, exact same way as we did previously. Then they do one more time the verse and the chorus, and then we have again the bridge section, and again it's exactly the same thing with just a couple of differences. So the melody, when we play the melody, instead of playing just a single note, the first note he plays it as a double stop, so a major third. So here on the 7th fret A string and 6 on the D, like that. Then when go to D, the same thing, double stop right there. And another thing, in the very end, after we've played the B power chord, and then we go to the E. So here we have another octave. Instead of playing this here, so G, F sharp to E, we play B, D, E. You can play it here, or you can play it right here. It's up to you. It's easier to play it here because you are staying in this position. Or you can, like I said, you can do it here. Whichever works for you best. And then after that we go back to playing the main riff of the song.
Alright guys, so that was it for this lesson. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. Also comment, share, subscribe if you're new to my channel. Don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar lessons. In the meantime, I'll see you again. Take it easy, and as always, let the force be with you.